On the win, coach. Just talking about the effort, Brian Atkins. Wow.
Brian Atkins pitched a heck of a game, incredible game. Brian did a great job, responded on Friday night for us. I just told the guys, I says, hey, welcome to Conference USA baseball on a Friday night. You know, welcome to big time college baseball. That's what you get on Friday nights. You know, most of the time it's going to be a pitcher's duel. There's great pitching in this league, and it's about clutch hitting. And obviously, Ronnie got another clutch hit for us, and obviously Joe came in. So Brian did a great job. Joe came in and closed it out, and Ronnie got the clutch hit. I mean, that's Friday night in Conference USA.
What are you thinking in the second inning when Atkins lets up 2 back-to-back doubles with 2 outs?
I was thinking he needed to get the ball down. You know, I mean, that's, you know, it's, but that's Brian. You know, Brian's a guy that, you know, I mean, everybody knows he's not an overpowering pitcher, so there's going to be balls put into play against him. And, you know, the margin of error isn't huge because he's not a big velocity guy, so he's got to live down in the zone. Very similar to their guy. Listen, he pitched a heck of a game, too. I mean, he did a great job, and it was a great ball game all around. So, you know, Brian bounced back, and obviously our team did a good job.
Do you think that's winning a close game like this one gives your team a little bit of momentum coming into the next 2 games?
I mean, you hope so. I tried to prepare our guys to let them know that this is, even before we played, that this is what it's going to be like. You know, listen, I said, hey, we're seeing Brant's a great pitcher. That guy's one of the best pitchers in the league. Brian Atkins is one of the best pitchers in the league. So what it's going to come down to is the little things, which we've been talking about for a long time. And obviously we've played what I hoped, if you guys remember we talked about before, what we hoped is that we had played so many one-run games prior to this point that we wouldn't panic and we would maintain our composure and our poise, and we've continued to do that. Even in the games that we've lost in this one-run games, we had tremendous poise and composure, and tonight I think we benefited from those past experiences.
Talk about Nick Carrillo out there. Looked like he saved a 2-run homer.
It's a great job. Did a great job. You know, Nick really has never played left field. I shouldn't say never, but rarely played left field before he got here. Played some right field, caught third base, first base. You know, I still remember when I flew out to Central Arizona to see him play, I watched the kid take batting practice. And I saw him take a couple of ground balls. I didn't see him play in a game, and so I said, listen, I don't know where you're going to play. Just hit and play a bunch of places. So, you know, he did a good job. Obviously, that was a great catch.
Talk about the clutch hitting from Ronnie. I mean, he did it a few days ago at South Florida with that double, and did it again tonight.
Tremendous hit, 2 games in a row. I think we've been saying it for 3 years now. You know how clutch Ronnie is, and he is. You know, Ronnie's clutch, and you know, he started out the year a little bit slow, but he was always, you know, still has the ability to always get the big hit, and did a great job. And that's why, you know, I've always stuck with Ronnie, because he's a gamer. I mean, he's a big time player, and big time players get big time hits when you need them, and Ronnie did it.
Can you talk about your decision to bring in Rogers in the 8th instead of maybe turning to Roman?
Yeah, I tell you what, absolutely. Listen, I went to Joe for a couple of reasons. Okay, number one, I mean, Brian was pitching great. This is the reason I went to Joe. The wind was blowing out a little bit. Okay, it's a lot harder to hit a home run off velocity than, you know, somebody maybe throwing a little bit less. Brian pitched a heck of a game. He pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run. But I didn't want, it's not just Brian, but it's my philosophy pitching-wise that you want to end the game with velo. No matter who it is, you want to end the game with velo. And I just felt like this was going to be a 1-run game. So, you know, hey, throw Joe in the 8th and see what happens. It's just I knew in the 8th inning that we're going to have to try to get one, because I wasn't going to throw him probably more than 2 innings tonight. So, but that was the main reason, just to have some velocity late, you know, to make it a little bit harder for someone to run one out of the yard.
Talk about what you expect that of Ben Lively tomorrow afternoon.
I expect Ben to be good tomorrow. I really do. Ben's had a good week of preparation, and you know, I expect Ben to have a good outing. Ben needs to have a good outing, and I'm expecting him to do it, or else I wouldn't be throwing him on Saturday for us. You know, listen, Brian, and you can see what kids are made of in their toughness, and you see why we've pitched Brian on Friday or Saturday for so many years now, starting last year. I mean, Brian has been up and down a little bit this year, and he would be the first one to tell you, just look at his stats. But in the biggest game so far, he responded, and I would expect the same thing out of Ben Lively. Ben Lively's been a little bit inconsistent, and tomorrow, as long as Ben Lively stays down in the zone, I think he'll be fine. But I'm expecting a great outing for him. We need him. We need him tomorrow, because we're facing a very good pitcher again from East Carolina.
Have you made a decision yet for Sunday?
No.
Ray Hansen pitched phenomenal, went real deep in the game. Now, how much does his start weigh positively or negatively against him, based on how long he went? But
regarding Sunday?
Yeah.
I'm not taking in consideration. You know, Ray has followed the normal day after, you know, following a start that he would, whether he were to throw Sunday or throw Tuesday. today. He long tossed, did a flat ground. You know, we'll see. It's definitely a possibility. I mean, Ray is one of the people that I'm going to consider for Sunday, but I won't make a decision probably until maybe even Sunday morning. We'll see.
Thanks, Coach.